Okay. So, is it okay? Like, here's the thing. Does God laugh at your enemies? God literally told me, God literally told me, hold on. Does God literally laugh at your enemies? Like, here's the thing about God and his sense of humor. His sense of humor is really clean. His sense of humor is, I'm laughing with you, not at you. So, and I know what you're saying. If, and I know what you're going to say. If that's the case, why Psalms 37:13 say 12, the wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose way are right. Whose ways are upright. The Lord told me, the Lord told me that that is a false doctrine, because what the Bible what the Bible says, because on Proverbs it says 24:17-18, rejoice not when thy enemy falleth, and let not thy heart be glad when he stumbleth. Let the Lord see, and it displease him, and he turn away his wrath from him. The thing about God is like this. If God can laugh at your enemies, we can do it too, regardless of what the reason is. If God can, like, it don't matter what it is, if God can laugh at your enemies, then we can do it too. Like, God doesn't be like, don't laugh at your enemies, only I can do it. Like, what's the difference between when we do it and he does it? Like, that's literally the same, how do I say this? The same flippant humor reason that we laugh at our enemies. So what's the difference? You see what I'm saying? There's no righteous way to laugh at the wicked. There's no righteous way to laugh at the wicked. So Psalms 37:13 is a false doctrine. So when it comes to the Bible, don't trust it too much, because ever since like a little bit of history, people have been changing it, and like they've been saying like silence women, not give them a voice, uh, and now they saying and now they saying and now they changing it even more, and they gonna eventually say turn it into like a Satanist Bible. So yeah, yes, man. So yeah, one thing about God is like, while there are some things that God can do, like many things, really many things that God can do that we can't do logically, like supernatural things, super strength, lasers, invisibility, teleportation, reading minds, all of that stuff. We logically can't do that. We really can't do that. uh Saying things that would be narcissistic if we said it, like I created everything, i I can do everything. I can read minds. I'm smarter than everybody, something like that. I know everything or something like that. Uh some etc etc, or stuff that he can do that we can do that we probably would have gotten away with if people weren't so offended nowadays. Like calling people names that calling people animal names that that people people, how do I say, calling people animal names for convictions, calling people animal names for convictions, like a dog, a snake, etc., etc. Like that stuff. Like that stuff. Like we would have gotten away with that, but if people weren't so offended, if people didn't take those conviction names as insults, people wouldn't be so offended. People wouldn't be so offended now. Like we would have, if people didn't take those as insults, we would have actually been able to do that. So yeah. So while there are many things that God can do that we can't do, uh some things is like, some things morally, if God can do it, we can do it. All right. Like if God can laugh at your enemies, so can we. If God can laugh at our enemies, so can we. Like God laughing at the wicked, that's flippant humor, regardless of what the reason. It's always flippant humor. It don't matter if it's an I told you so kind of humor. You could be like, I told you so, but when you put laughter into it, that's flippant humor. Uh but like regardless of what the reason, there's no good reason to laugh at the wicked. So it's like if God can do it, we can do it. So Proverbs 24:17-18 is a true doctrine. Don't listen to that one. Don't listen to Psalms 37:13. Like trust the Bible, but not wholeheartedly. Because like not fully, like believe in the Bible, but don't believe in it 100%. Use your discernment when it comes to reading the Bible, because people been changing it before people been really trying to change it. So yeah, God bless.